What's going on, everybody? Chaseontwowheels back at Mountain Motorsports in Lithia Springs, and today I can't hide the bike because I'm on Super View in 4K. That is a 2015 GSX-R 750. This is going to be a Chaseontwowheels first ride. You guys have been relentless with asking me to ride this bike, so let's get to it. Alrighty, slightly different body position. Oh my god, this bike is low. Holy crap. Alright, let's see what it looks like when you turn it on. Oh, fancy, fancy, okay. Clutch in, because it's the Suzuki, it's in neutral. That clutch has got to be all the way in. Whatever. Wow, this bike is low to the ground. We've got the same color scheme, this kind of racy Suzuki thing, as another bike I did. One of the other GSX-Rs I did a first ride had the same color scheme. I liked it a lot, and you guys were like, no, this is not cool. But you guys aren't here to find out the highlighter color of the bike. Oh wow, that gear shifter's way low, but whatever. All right, that mirror looks decent, that mirror looks decent. All right. Oh my god. Holy crap, I feel squunched. I feel really squunched up with this bike right now. As all the GSX-Rs are, this seat is crazy low. And we are on the 750. We've got the mode switch up here. Currently, we're in A, B. So we've got A and B mode. Odometer got 0 miles on it, as usual. Woohoo! Brand new bike. So we're not gonna go crazy on it. We're gonna be chill, kind of. The purpose of me riding these bikes like I do is to give you guys what you would experience if you did a first ride yourself on one of these motorcycles. You got meter. Oh, meter just changes all that stuff anyway. Nice. Yeah, let's go. So from what I've read, oh, okay. This bike has a really interesting sound. Like, it doesn't sound like, well, I gotta get used to that shifter. The shifter's really a lot lower than I would expect it to be. That kind of stuff can be changed. The shifter right down here. So if my foot's here, the shifter's normally here, my foot feels like it should rest here, but my foot's having to do something like that. I think that can be adjusted though, it's not that big of a deal. Well, we're in A mode, we're supposed to be in B mode. We're supposed to start out slow and annoy you guys until you yell at me enough to get into A mode. I got this little faux carbon fiber stuff. You know, I know it's cheesy, man, but I think it looks cool. I might be the only guy. We've got the adjustable suspension, which is always awesome. We got the shift lights up here. I'm a pretty big fan of the GSX-R tack, man. I gotta be honest, everything's real easy to do. Oh god, that shifter, that's gonna be that shifter's gonna be the bane of my existence this whole ride. Somebody said, and I tweeted at you guys where I told you I was gonna be around the 2015 GSX-R 750, and I was like, what do you guys want me to check out? And somebody said the shifting. So I assumed the shifting wasn't good on their 2015. Oh, look at that big old light for the freaking turn signal. That's awesome. So from what I've looked into, this bike is a 750. It doesn't feel as big as a 1000, even though this tank feels a little wider on my legs. Like, my legs are My legs are open more. No sex jokes. So yeah, the gas tank kind of goes outward. It makes me feel like the bike's a little bigger than it actually is, I think. Wow, that mirror is huge. Can you guys see how much space I can see there? That's awesome. Yeah, that mirror is a piece of crap too. Hold on, let me change it. It's a piece of crap. The angling was a piece of crap. Sorry, I don't mean to say the mirror itself, because the mirror does a good job. And the mirrors have integrated turn signals. I think that's like a Gixxer thing. Some Kawasaki models have that as well. That shift felt a little like nothing. See, I worry now that I asked what you guys want me to check into, because now I'm going to be looking for it. And I feel like I might not have recognized that. What the front brakes feel like. Hold on. Oh, good lord. Okay. Front brakes aren't bad. They take a little while to engage, but that could be the adjustment. I don't feel like this bike is that crazy different than a 600, but I've been low down in the revs, so I haven't really brought it up yet. We are going to take this thing on the highways, but just leaning over a little bit. This bike resembles a lot of the feeling I get when I'm on the R6, where the bike wants to lean over a lot. Yeah, this bike has a really, like, you lean it over and it wants to go over a lot. It's very okay with that. Whoa, I like it. Oh my goodness. It's very confidence inspiring to have a bike like that when you go over it, it's like, okay, cool, we're going over. I do feel like this bike feels a little more racy than the 600 did. This bike feels so good leaning over. I would say that this bike feels better than my R6 leaning over. And my R6 is like a hardcore race bike, but this feels even, like, I would feel way more comfortable doing a track day with this thing. You know, that's interesting though. Somebody said something to me about that. They're like, yeah, I got a Gixxer for a race bike. And I'm like, what? Because I associate the Gixxers as a more economical, like, ride around town bike. This feels a lot better for a race situation. The seat, absolutely comfortable, like Gixxers, I've known for Gixxers to be. For whatever reason, Suzuki Gixxers just, they got a better seating position. Wow, did I not shift down? Good God. It does not like to shift, man. I don't like the way the shifting feels. It feels, for one, I don't like the angle. And for two, it feels very like I gotta push a lot. Let's test out how I can change modes. One thing I like about this bike is the mode changing. It's stupidly easy. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a button right there. That button, if I press it, it goes to A mode. If I press it again, it goes to B mode. It's nothing than complicated. I don't know why most motorcycle manufacturers don't make their bikes like that. They overcomplicate the mode systems so much. So the big question with this bike is, what does it feel like more, a 1000 or a 600? And I'll let you know after I jump this. So we're in A mode now. We're in third gear going 40. Under 6,000, man. It didn't really have anything. Let's wow, yeah, dude, I don't like the gearing at all. Like, the gears seem so like, oh my, first gear 35. All right, we're not gonna do that anymore. Good God. Good God. Okay, it doesn't quite feel like a 1000, I'll say that, but it definitely has more power than the 600. I know that's a very obvious claim. Where was I at? I was like under 5, and this bike was like, let's go, man, I'm ready, I'm in my power band, I can do this. I'm like, I believe in you. Okay. That's great. The first gear seems like you get the revs off the bat, but once you shift up into second and third, even in A mode, I'm not feeling like as much power is there. Where do I see this bike, man, as far as like its use? Actually, let's turn around here. Downshifting and rev matching feel really good, like smooth. Whoa, low speed, it's good too. Oh my gosh, this is a good bike, man. Oh shoot, if it wasn't for this stupid shifting, man, I'm not a fan. I don't know, I would say this feels more like a 600. It feels nimble, but I mean, it sounds so stupid to say, but it legit feels like a 600 body with an almost 1000 motor in it, which is essentially exactly what it is. A mode gives you all of it, and you can tell. Let's pop into B mode. B mode, instead of gulping a drink down with the top off, B mode just gives it to you through a sippy straw. It just gives it to you much more controllable, much slower. So if you want like an around the town type, I'm gonna run get groceries with a book bag on, B mode all day. And then when you're on the highway with your buddies with leader bikes, you're like, all right, I'm gonna pop it into A mode and show you guys I can keep up. We're gonna go ahead and go. Oh yeah, see, I tried to shift. And it would not. Yeah, so the shifting sucks. I am not happy with the shifting at all. But everything else about this bike is fantastic. Uh-oh. He tried it. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, we in first, yeah. See, gear indicator, love it. We're gonna skip all you people. All I want is the car wash. Go into the car wash, yeah. I expected this bike to be a little heavier. The bike auto shut off because I'm stopped. Can you guys see? Let me get my visor up. Can you guys see how bent my knee is? Look at that. That's I'm standing and my crotch isn't even touching the bike. Good lord, that's awesome. 2015 Gixxer 750. I love the scheme. I love the paint scheme, man. A lot of you guys said on the last one you didn't, but I'm a big fan of it. What I don't like, look how rounded the nose is. So the Gixxer 1000s are much more angular. I hate the nose. I don't know if you could put a Gixxer 1000 head, like a front piece, on this. If you could, it would be amazing. Fully faired bike. We've got the black engine. By the way, if you guys want to see more high definition photos of the bike, you can see them on Chaseontwowheels.com. There'll be a link down below. You can check it out there. High definition photos. A little blog post I do. I'm doing blog posts about every bike now. This is actually going to be the first one, but from here on, that's what I'm going to be doing. So you guys can go check out more photos. You can actually see the video on the website. Cool stuff. But here we have the Gixxer 750. They took this little faux carbon fiber stuff and put it on the back thing. That's a waste. Nobody's gonna keep that. This exhaust, why would you put a silver exhaust on a blacked everything bike? Ugh. I think we should ride it a little more. We gotta take the thing to the highway and see what 6th gear feels like. But first, photos. This first ride was brought to you by Chaseontwowheels.com, your source for first ride blogs, because you like watching them, because you're watching this video, obviously. Alright, so a little chill. Stock exhaust, obviously, but okay, let's rev it a little bit. I might scare those birds. Let's see. Nothing. They don't care. Wow. Just hardcore birds. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's listen to it. I gotta say, man, the throttle, like, the second I rev it, it goes up. It's quick. Gixxer 750 2015. Let's go ride this thing. I want to take it to the highway. This is what people say. 6 gears where this bike is, it actually shows that it's a 750. Let's see, slightly sketch move on somebody else's motorcycle. Why not? Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt nobody. Excuse me, thank you, excuse me. Professional motorcyclist coming through. I don't necessarily know what the price difference in a Gixxer 700 and a 1000 is, but other than that ugly nose, I'm a big fan. I've been asked to see what this bike feels like in 6th gear. I do want to try it out for you guys. We're in A mode, for God's sake. I learned my lesson. You know, I don't think the throttle is very twitchy either. I like it a lot. Like, it inputs when you want it to, but it's not too much. Like, there's no lag in the throttle response. Alright, let's be in first so we can have a true testament. Oh, there's lots of traffic. That's not good. It's never good. Traffic's not a good thing. Alrighty, we're in first. A mode. Okay. We are gonna get in trouble. I gotta be honest, that was headed bad. If I'd have kept going, it would have been worse. But it feels more like a 600 right now. Like that acceleration. We're in 6th gear though, on the highway. That's full throttle at 100. It starts picking up at the top, but we're looking at 6th gear at 100. Like, I can't test any higher than that. I expected it to be like leader-ish, I guess, and I came in, it might have been me. I came into this with the expectation that 6th gear was crazy. 6 gears not crazy. 6 gears what 6 gears should be in this bike. I mean, where does it feel good at 50? Oh, that's full gear. That's we're in A mode, by the way. That sounded better, but nothing's throwing me back at 70. Do I need to be in third for real? Third gear to make this feel decent? All right, third gear. Yeah. Third gear throws me back a little bit, but it still takes time to wind up in second gear. Yeah, second gear is where it's at. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. Alright, so at 70 miles an hour on a Gixxer 750, you gotta be in second gear to feel that, like, otherwise, man, you're just gonna hear the engine wind up. That just means it's got, I mean, I'm sure this bike will haul butt, but like, who's gonna ever go, well, I was gonna say who's gonna ever go that fast, but I'm more impressed with this bike's weight and nimbility. I want the word nimbility to be a word. This bike is extremely nimble. I think that's what I'm taking, like, of all the things I'm taking this bike for, like, okay, what is this bike good at? It's very nimble, and it has a baby liter engine in it. Other than that, man, it feels like a 600. Super freaking comfortable, though. I think I would rather take this bike to a track than my R6, and I feel like I should be crucified for saying that, but it's just easy to ride, man. Even in A mode. Even in A mode, with it giving you crazy power, it feels manageable. This is way more of a chill bike than I expected. I think we're about to go, and I'm going to race this Infinity. It's my job to be on the highway before you, Mr. Infinity. I'll give you some time to think about your decisions, and then I will take all decisions away. Oh my God. Okay. This bike didn't have such an ugly face. God, you make me sad, Suzuki. You make me sad at your decisions for faces for such a great motorcycle. What also I'm noticing right now, I'm in 5th gear, going 70, which is highway speed, and I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling at 6,000 RPMs. Can't even hear the bike. For traveling, this would be a great bike. Your butt would be solid. You wouldn't have to be at a high RPM when you're going down the highway. Well, guys, I'm Chase, and this has been a Chase on Two Wheels first ride of the 2015 GSX-R 750. Overall, an amazing bike. The nose just looks ugly and the shifting sucks. Other than that, I love this bike. If you guys want to check out some high-def pictures of this bike, along with my ratings, my official ratings, along with a high-quality audio sound clip of what the engine sounds like, head on over to Chaseontwowheels.com and check it out. There'll be a link in the description. For now, guys, I do not own this bike. I've got to take it back to the lovely people at Mountain Motorsports here in Lithia Springs and give them their bike back. If you want to check out the guys that gave me this bike, Mountain Motorsports, there will be links in the description to check out them and their website. They're a huge motorcycle dealer here in North Georgia, and they're the guys that let me ride the bikes, so go and tell them thanks. If you guys like this video, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button and show me that you enjoy this kind of content, and send this video to somebody that you think would like a Gixxer 750. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later.